Hey guys, welcome back to FansHobby Reviews. This is a transformation video for FansHobby's MB-06 Power Baser. So we're going to go through each mode, talk you through it, give you guys some close-ups and things like that, any issues or concerns that I have with the transformation. This is pretty clean and easy. It goes between each mode in minutes. Just like my last review of Iron Chariot, I'm still pretty sick here, so if I sound nasally and whatnot, by all means, I apologize, but I'm just trying to get through it. Anyways, happy holiday, and let's get this started. Alright, and the Power Master, pretty simple. Just turn the thighs inwards, like so. There are little holes right there, that's where the hands are going to set. The arms should be at the side. So just bring these up. And then there's a male and female right there. Make sure it pegs right in. Yeah. There's that. When it comes to getting this guy pegged in, and it's the same grill in all modes. So this actually clicks in and clicks out. It doesn't look like it, but it actually does. So it's clicked in and it's clicked out. If this thing clicks out when you press this guy in, it's gonna bounce out. So you wanna make sure it's out and you are pressing it in when you tab it so that it stays. Alright, and with the base robot, it actually comes packaged in alt mode. So obviously it's in robot mode now, so we will go ahead and get this transformed into alt mode and then back. So it's pretty simple. Unclip those two parts right there, those shoulders. Well, they don't clip, they're friction based, but there you go. Now this chest piece, it does come down. Alright, so expand that to give yourself room. There you go. Now this is the panel that's a cover. This goes down and this panel goes up. So when you put it back up, there are two male pegs there. It'll be covered. So let's see what's going on, if anything's actually keeping that from. There you go. Alright, and the grill kind of worked itself up, but that grill there needs to go up. And then, of course, I go ahead and pull the wheel straight out. We'll clip that back into place. See, that wasn't bad. But these are on it's hard to describe. They're on a slant. They're much easier to get up than they are down, and I don't know why. So bring this back out, and I don't know if you could see in here, but all right, it may be easier to get those out while that chest piece is still open. And the wheels pull down on each side. Alright, these hands, they go back in, tab like so, forearm, hand in, there you go. So now, start bringing this stuff up, bring these panels, there are actually buttons right here, so you take the button. I'm not bringing them all the way down, but bring these panels back down. And there are two tabs, which tab in right here. So that's the reason I didn't bring them all the way up, because obviously it would be hard for you to get it pegged in to that area. So alright, so there's that. The heels, they actually go inside of the feet here. Alright. You actually turn that back around, get those skirts like so. This goes up. And these two, I guess, cap covers go like so. Alright. Alright, so you kind of want to get those two pieces. Well, not kind of. You do want to get those pieces together. And you can see this is home stretch. This is almost done. All you're doing, this all comes around. Fold the arms up. All comes around. The arms tab in right here. And on these tabs here, there are female ends that the forearms tab into. So just gotta kind of find them. Alright, and there's covers right here on the shoulders, and it just pegs into itself. Just making sure the chest area is all good to go and dandy. Alright, now the last thing you gotta do, well, not the last thing, but these flaps tab over, and then the wheels press down. Now, the way that it connects to the trailer, these two tabs right here, there's a big female part right there. So, alright, now you have two choices. For the Power Master, he could either set right here or on the grill there. There's the alt mode. Now getting the alt mode back to the base robot mode, pretty simple. So he'll come like this. Make sure that these two pieces are unhinged. Those shoulder pieces in the back, after you get those untabbed, there we go. Even though it's the same-ish motion, you see I'm just bringing the knees down. These two pieces you're untabbing. And then kind of, you know, adjust the feet. Get those heels out now. Now you do need fingernails to get in there, so if you don't have them, get something like, even nail clippers, not the clippers themselves, but that piece that you press down on, that's really good, and it's flat. It won't scratch the plastic. You see I'm taking these pieces, flipping them back, the wheels, clip back up. Alright. So the skirt pieces here, it's kind of natural, the way that they go. The wheels, press them up like so. Press them up like so. Alright, you bring the head up, and then from there, you can actually push the grill down so that you don't have to reach all the way under to get it out. And then from there, this is a hinge piece right here. So you just get that going like so. And it's hard to show on camera, but there is a piece that ab joint actually pegs into. If you look under there yourself, you could see it. Now, get those pieces up. Bring those shoulder pieces down. this out. Zoom out a little bit. There we are. There's robot mode again. Alright, now we're getting ready to get him into the combined mode. So, I'm starting from Alt, because even though in the instructions they have him, and you can see I'm putting these wheels back up, they actually have it started from the robot mode. You basically transform him into Alt mode with a couple of minor changes. So, alright, these skirt pieces, I'm taking them, I'm bringing them around, This whole waist, I'm taking it and turning it like so. These flaps come up. Alright, so this whole part hinges up here. Okay. Alright. Bring those back. The feet actually come up, and you can see where the arms are going to go here. So they are actually going to fit inside of those guys, okay? So you just bend it at the knee. Try to do this right. And be careful, because the stacks here have to go around those two cap parts. And when you do get them around, there we go. It's not hard, but it does have its, you know, quirks. Get those wheels up. But you can see that went fine. The feet, so, like so. And you might have to do some adjusting when it comes to those. Alright, so you can see that. You can see how the bottom looks. Both sides. And those flaps, they do tab in on the top, and they'll do it naturally if you do it right. This actually took me a couple of trial and error to get it right, but now, as you can see there, I could do it in a minute, and it's more than fine and ready for combined mode. So, alright. Now let's get the base mode transformed, and from there we'll get this guy combined. Alright, so with the trailer, I've already got the weapons detached. 2 big blasters on the top, 2 gray blasters on the side. There are 2 triangles at the end of the trailer that you're just bending inwards like so. Inwards like so. And then remember, clippers to get those 2 pieces apart right there. That was actually, believe it or not, those 2 clips, the hardest part for me. Okay, so from there, you've got those pieces up, flip those back, flip these down, back, and again, over. Okay? So now you can actually take the legs, separate them. Now this part right here has a panel that flips inside. You can extend the legs. You're supposed to extend the legs, I guess. Alright. And there is a button there, just so you know. See that? Alright. From there, see how I'm taking the heel out? You kind of move it around itself. Do it on the side closest to you. And these feet, they move forward as well. Alright, so you can see what's going on. Now, with these knees, they do push all the way in. Those pistons, or whatever you want to call them. Make sure both feet are all the way out. So you can push them all the way in, but you don't. Because if you do, when you go for ankle tilt and things like that, it actually will interfere with this guy and potentially break it. So that's not something you want to do. Now, with these rim covers here, you move them out, you just flip them around. Move them out, and then again, flip them around. Now, a lot of people, I've been seeing more pics even now that it's released, with these pieces just out. People are forgetting to push them in, but they push in pretty significantly. So, just make sure you're pushing straight forward, or else you're not gonna get it to clip in the right spot. All right. So that right there, that's the lower body. Push this down a little bit more, because they're knee pads, but again, they're not all the way down. You don't want that. So, you know, just use your own judgment as long as it's not all the way down. All right, and these are really stiff. This copy, this is the first time I transformed it. So now we're back up top. We've got it turned around. This is the back side of them. There's a piece up here that flips around. All right. We'll turn it back to the front now. This piece comes up, and there is a slider in there, right in there. You can flip that guy up. Get that back as well. Now turning this thing around. These panels, we're just unhinging those. This piece all goes back. And once you get to this point, it starts to become a lot more, I guess, natural, if you want to call it that. The arms come up, and you can see where that male and female are. So of course, you're bringing those around. Bringing those around. And the double jointed elbows there. But just like smaller base mode, flips down at the forearms. And these panels do slide down on the legs. See those? Slide those guys down. Okay. Now moving around to the back here, okay? Just bring half of that back panel back. Male, female, male, female. Clips in. Clips in. And obviously it doesn't matter when you do this, but you can add those gray cadence now onto the upper shoulders there. Alright, so now it's time to go ahead and get these combined. The parts that you need to worry about, this female end right here, as well as there's a peg on each side right here. So they will connect to this, and those two pegs on the side will slide down that guy right there. Let's go ahead and get this thing in. And I do apologize, it's kind of an awkward angle, but you can open up those pieces on the side of the chest to make room, obviously. That makes it a lot easier. Now we're coming around back again. Make way with those two. And I'm just going about and seeing what's keeping this guy from sliding all the way in. So I'm actually going to unclip those two side panels. And they really do clip in tight. Alright. I guess we can go from there. Those feet up. And now that we're back in, get those clipped again. I feel like I bumped the camera there, so my apologies. But make sure that head is slid up. And unfortunately, it does take a little bit of finagling, not much, to get that head around. Try not to make this thing do the splits. Alright. I'm bringing that part through. Now, make sure that's good. That side's good. From there, 2 males, and you just make it work. And it all kind of locks itself into place. You'll see that once you have the head tapped in, these two pieces here naturally tab in as well. Now, one thing I also forgot to do during the transformation, there are 2 flaps on the feet. Did that side. Take those and flip it in so he can actually stand on his own 2 feet. Actually get him stable here, jeez. The leg ratchets are really strong on this guy. And it's really hard to pose him from this angle. Standing over him. Alright. And there you go. You have the combined mode. And again, with this piece, and you know, from there, clean it up. Alright, now for the fabulous base mode. This one, I kind of wing it. I just bring that head around. And if it's not obvious, not trying to be condescending or anything, but if it's not obvious, blatant, I'm starting from the combined mode with the trailer. Those arms go upward. All right. All right, so with the heel, you actually bring that back up. These 2 panels on the side, they flip and flip around. I'll do the other side so you can see it. Push it up, flip it, and around. These pieces here, flip, pull it out so you have some room. Pull it out, flip, and basically from there you're just kind of sitting it up. There you go. And from there, these guns, they have little flip out handles, and then you turn it and they peg in on the back side of those flaps there. Right. That piece comes up like so. These guns detach and they peg into the sides. Extend those out. And these peg in. And they're not, I'll tell you straight up, they are not the best peg. So you just gotta kind of make that one work. But you can see on this one it's not. My other copy, it is. Pegs in pretty okay. But yeah, you can tell that mode's an afterthought. But you get the idea there. You know, play with it, finagle with it. This isn't my favorite mode. I'm not gonna give this another 3 minutes. Just trying to get those guns up there. But you can tell-ish. I tried. But you can tell where they're supposed to go. Again, this has been a transformation video, not a review, for FansHobby's MB-06 Power Baser. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it was helpful. Like, share, subscribe, and of course check out the full written and pictorial review on kumastyle.com. Link will be in the description. Thank you guys and see you next time.